top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A run for the quarterback. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He's got him. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quarterback making checks. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Snapped it in the shotgun. That's a 5. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rushes on him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for space. It's Whittington. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Bryant. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the fudge.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fitted in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We'll parachute back into your game, fellas, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Gresham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab on the right. Running free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks into the open. Touchdown time. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Discards him with the stiff arm. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Moore will throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And they get him down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Bama! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the tight end. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle, and Stewart brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Finds a tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Whittington. Fights off a defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And the Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
Takes it from the gun on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Buys a little extra time. He throws back to the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, That is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Going over the top. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Off to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Creates a little room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Simpson. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going for it all. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to... the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Moore will throw. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations.
Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab at the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Can you believe that? Scooped up that fumble and took it all the way back for 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
It's a reverse. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways. And I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
Moore to the air. Looking to scramble. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
On the move. Jumped on top of the pile.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Rifles it down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside. 35-yard line. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gresham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds a man all alone. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Moore will throw. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's a reverse. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Whittington. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. But a little time, lets it go.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that the right decision.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. The offense changing the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Horton. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
He'll take a shot. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown tie. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Oregon. They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
This is a designed run. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to... Looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Gresham. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone, gets it to the 28. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They use the end around, first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, it's a huge play on the jet sweep, getting that first down. Defensively, I think everybody had their eyes in the backfield. They were not expecting that guy to get the football that quickly and be on the perimeter of the field.
More to the air. Might be looking to run. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Play action. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Get it out to the supersonic guy. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And they'll take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Is ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it. Redemption, atonement, missed earlier, but when it mattered most, he nailed it.